I was gonna move. Alright, episode 36. Episode 36 of like the JoJo 2 English dub. Alright, starting off in 3, 2, 1, go.
We hid the 5th Destiny Stone from Arukinimon and Mummymon, but Black War Greymon found it easily and blasted it. TK had another meltdown. He once had to watch Patamon get destroyed, and he's never gotten over it. The 6th Destiny Stone was at the bottom of the ocean, but Black War Greymon got to that one too. Even though I couldn't hurt him because he had a heart, I still stood up to him and said, if you want to destroy the Destiny Stone, you'll have to destroy me first. That's the last time I tried that one. Luckily, Angemon saved me before Black War Greymon
so there's
smashed the
7
Destiny
of them
Stone.
total.
Now there's only one left.
Okay, we've hard confirmed there is one left. Like, we've said this multiple times. There's no way this can be a translation error. This has to be the last stone. This is like... Jeez, all of these... This is like 4 episodes in a row. Of just like back... This like... Imagine if you're like watching this as a kid, right? This is like a solid month of just watching the good guys like fail over and over again. And just being like, oh boy, I sure hope they don't fail this time. Like, it's all like the same way against the same opponent too. It's like each one of these encounters is like, Black War Ground just shows up and they're like, no, stop it, we don't want to kill you. And he just looks at them and he's like, no, but it's my purpose, and he destroys the stone.
Dude, we can't just stand
Like, at least the Magna Angemon fight did a bit of like a creative way because they had like the ultimate evolution, as dumb as it was. But at least it was different. Like, every other instance, it's been like just a single-handed, like, you know, just like Black War Ground's just walking through them because of course he is.
Without him, and he'll join up with us when he finishes vacuuming the chimney.
But what happened to
Wait,
Cody?
vacuuming the chimney? What the crap?
I hope not.
Wait,
Sorry, I'm late.
I heard that right.
We were worried about you.
They
I
made a
was helping
joke
clean up the
about
teacher's lunchroom. It
vacuuming
was
the
my turn.
chimney.
You should be helping us find the last Destiny Stone. I
Why
mean, between
would-
you and Ken, we must be
I
running
can't
a
even.
cleaning
Okay,
service here.
yes.
Sheesh, talk about getting dramatic.
Okay.
Right. Digiport open!
Oh,
We can't waste any time!
for a second I thought that, like, it was actually not going to work. Okay. So this has to be, like, the culmination of, like, TK's arc.
That Destiny Stone is here
Or Cody's
somewhere,
arc,
and I'm going to find
alternatively.
it if I have to destroy everything in my path.
Like, one way or the other, because this has to be their last
Where is
chance.
it? Black Tornado!
Okay. Well, at least that explains one thing. Explains why I don't remember
Why
them,
can't
like,
you be as powerful
fighting
as
over the
him,
last
Mummymon?
Destiny Stone and, like, the bomb of the
But I've got
lake.
charm in class. Come on, don't tell me you're falling for that prefabricated hunk of shrapnel.
Wait, is he
I don't
jealous?
have time to bother with all that nonsense.
I'm glad that's such a big relief.
Oh. Man, Mummymon and Arcane are, like, great
Still don't
together.
fit. I should just destroy everything here.
Where'd he go? Uh-oh.
Like, they're such a fun
If
pair
we
of
don't get moving, that bucket of
characters.
bolts is going to incinerate us. Ooh, wake up, Mummymon. I need you.
Oh.
I thought you'd never come around.
Oh
to give us
no!
a
Oh
And it would never tell you
no!
you have bad breath.
Why, that's impossible. I think
Okay,
I
so
brushed my teeth
that
at least a year
that
ago.
changes things a lot. I did not expect attempted sexual assault. I guess he was misunderstanding her, but still, holy crap.
Face it, the guy's not a rocket scientist.
As to be
That
fair,
poor
this
Greyhound
was
will
like the
never find us in
90s,
this
so... Wait. The crap is this? Oh, Tapermon!
It's some delicious Chinese soup. Oh, come on, try it. You like it? It's my specialty.
Wait.
Egg drop.
Did Digitamon open up
Well, I
another
suppose I could do a bit of
restaurant?
shopping while I'm here in Chinatown. What I really need is
Huh.
a nice pair of sandals.
I assume it's like the
That
same
could be hard
Digitamon,
considering you have
right?
8 sticky feet. They're nice.
Well, I don't need any comments from you, Sticky Tape Boy. You know that I'm sensitive about my feet. I'm a spider.
I'm just
Yeah.
giving you a compliment.
Oh.
I love your feet, even your pointy toes.
Enough with the
Of course
feet.
she's sensitive. She's an
Hey,
effing spider,
What's
dang
that
it.
tasty aroma? Yum.
It's incredible. What is it?
Well,
Chinese soup. Let's go and get some.
Good idea. Maybe we can even get some extra.
Wait, did
hot
this
soup to
call
go and give it
noodles
to Black
Chinese
Lord Raymond so
soup?
he can scald his mouth when he eats it.
You're hot, you're hot.
you know what? That's actually fun. I might use that sometime. Just screw it, yo. Warrior's gonna make a bowl of spaghetti. Just be like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna make some Chinese soup.
So, what'll it be? I'm Tapermon and I'll be your waiter. You better leave me a big tip or next time you'll have a fly in your wonton.
What?
Want some soup?
What?
It's our specialty.
The Tapermon's
Yeah,
whole thing is
extra
bad
flies for
dreams.
me.
Why is it like
Just
fly in your wonton?
Finally,
I
a
don't.
customer.
Wait a minute.
Uh-oh, Black Ward
Did you
Greymon's
tell
in
him I
close
was like
range.
cooking
Hope Ken
without
Louie's Dust Dragon is
arms?
able to find us.
Give Ken a break.
Okay,
After all,
sure, that's
cleanliness
kinda
is next to
great.
ditziness.
Okay.
Hey, Kari, want some mineral water? Sure.
You know, if
thanks.
nothing
Mineral
else,
water, huh?
this is a
Deal.
fun
Since when
episode
did
so
you get
far.
healthy?
Like,
Since
this
our
is
family
solid.
started selling it in our store.
It's full of vitamins and minerals for good health.
Next time you're in my family's grocery store,
Yeah,
be sure to
I
pick
could
up
just
a bottle or
watch,
two.
like,
That's
just
right.
effing Mummymon be like a complete weirdo around, like, a friggin' Chinese restaurant all
Ever since those
day.
guys have been able to DNA digivolve, they've become much closer friends.
Don't worry. Soon you'll DNA digivolve with the best of them.
Think so?
Is
Patamon and
Is this
Armadillomon
not
have
gonna
been
be the
practicing hard
episode
and they're
where
about
they,
to
like-
master it at any moment.
Armor pack. Hat on.
hat arm? Alright, sure.
Hey, check out that scrumptious smell. Huh? That's awesome.
Just
My
the
stomach is
sound of
growling in sheer
people
delight.
sniffing.
Mine's crawling with sheer hunger.
Mine too.
Well, I'm not gonna pass on good food, and besides, it's not often we find ourselves in Digi Chinatown, so we may as well enjoy it.
Is this place actually called Digi Chinatown?
Maybe we should all go
I'm
together
actually
for lunch
curious
special. That way
now.
we'll have a lot more food. I want mine as spicy as they can make it, so watch out.
Cody, is there something the matter? Aren't you hungry?
Black Lord Greymon is out there looking for the last Destiny Stone, like we should be. Instead, they're all in there, eating, stuffing themselves with egg foo young.
But Cody,
Yeah.
thing is, I love egg foo young.
Huh?
Yeah.
Armadillomon. I have a bad feeling that the reason you and Patamon haven't been able to DNA digivolve is because I'm too serious all of the time. But I'll try to lighten up by the time
Yeah.
the comes.
I mean, well, too serious or
I
not
have to
serious
say, This
enough.
soup is magnificent.
And full of flies. It's the best.
Wait, you want the
Waiter!
flies?
Need
Well, I guess,
something,
yeah,
sir?
you are a
Tell me, my
spider.
good man, what is this tasty soup made of?
Lots of noodles.
Well, I know that. What else?
Even more noodles.
Okay, that's pretty
This isn't
good.
getting us anywhere at all. This guy's got noodles on the brain. I want to talk to your manager.
Of course.
I'm the owner, Digitamamon. What's the problem?
That stupid waiter wouldn't tell us what this delicious soup is made of.
Sorry, it's a secret recipe.
I'd laugh if
told you my
Digitama. I was
recipe
like,
would be a
oh yeah,
secret
it's made of
anymore, now would it?
noodles. It's like,
What
no, but what's it?
insolence?
It's
Do you
like,
have
it's
any idea who you're
noodles.
talking to, Buster?
More guests.
Oh, rats! Those kids!
Oh, this is great.
Gigi Tomamon! It's nice to see you again, but I've kind of lost my appetite.
Don't worry about it. Just remember, there's always takeout. When you're feeling better, you'll have a little mushu, maybe a little poo-poo, or just for fun, I'll even throw in some almond cookies.
How about a nice
Wait,
trip to the moon? Would you like that?
Are you just gonna find inside the restaurant? It would be so much more fun if you just didn't. Digitama just rans them in the stomach. He's just like, nah, don't do that. You know, at the very least, it'd be great if there's like a bit where it's like, oh yeah, you know what? Maybe we should take this outside, and there's like just a mutual agreement. There's not. There's like, yeah. Let's not wreck the restaurant. Alright, oh, we're just gonna get a lot of... Alright, yeah. Okay, sure, why not? You gotta fill that time somehow. Wow, it's still going, huh? Man, I wish I prepared for this. Ah, jeez, voice crack. But yeah, I wish I prepared for this, because it'd be so funny if I was pulled out like a second cup of water and just drunk that one down too. It's like, oh, it's still going. Alright, yeah, just give me a minute. Glug, glug. Yeah, because you see, because I only have the one, so why'd I have two? Oh wait, I did prepare. I'll let people draw whatever conclusions they want about that gag. It was worth it. Oh no.
I can't! Digimon's not here!
I forgot!
Wait, you did
What
bring
happened to Ken? Did he
Kin?
decide to become a maid?
We'll bust up and then
Why
take a
did
look
you
down.
not bring Kin? That seems kind of important right now. Oh, we're doing alright. Well, I mean, yeah, I guess we'll watch. You know, I've seen this like animation a lot of times before. Yeah, it's nothing. Like the only way like I deal with this is if I have like a third thing of. Oh my gosh! Oh, it's not working.
Let's try again. Right.
Oh my gosh. I can't believe it untwists like
Digimon
that.
have to have plenty to eat before they're able to DNA Digivolve. We better think of something real fast.
I'm thinking.
Let's get out of here!
We de-digivolved. What happened?
What's in that
Wait,
soup?
what?
They won't get away with this!
Yeah, they did de-digivolve. What the heck?
Something's up.
Wait,
Right,
what?
let's go.
Right.
Okay, sure.
Hey, what happened? I'm not sure, but if I were you, I wouldn't order the soup. I don't get it. What are we waiting for?
Yeah, that was
Let's
weird.
follow them.
No, wait.
Huh?
We should be focused on what's most important, and chasing them isn't what we need to be concerned with. Right now, we all have to replenish our energy. That way, we can DNA Digivolve and get ready to meet Black War Greymon.
Yeah.
I could use a snack.
You know what? That's pretty logical.
What do you say? Let's have something to eat.
Way to go,
right.
Cody.
Hey,
Yeah.
kids, I'm not complaining.
You got this.
Food. Let's eat.
Wait, we don't have anyone to cook for us. Digitomon left.
Oh, no.
We're not helpless.
Wait,
We'll
what?
cook for ourselves.
We have to relish it and set the table.
Maybe you should talk to them before you just use their kitchen.
How do you turn on the stove?
How do you turn? Oh no. They're just gonna burn the place down while stealing food.
What's the matter?
Oh no, the car.
No, it can't be the radiator. I just put water in it
The
5
mummy
years ago.
wagon is dead.
The only thing that'll save it now is water.
I'm coming too. Mummy Mon, where are you? This isn't funny at all. Mummy Mon!
Where the crap you gone
What's
to?
the big idea, you twit? Huh?
Hmm.
I can hear it.
What is it?
Water dripping.
Oh?
Okay. Yeah?
You're right, Drippy.
Oh, that's so funny
sound's
out of
coming from over
context.
Hey, wait for me!
We're almost there.
Oh, that
Just
could
a
be
little
such a
farther.
meme. Just our Cainslove just standing there, just zoomed in our face. There's just like just single water drop.
Oh, that smells good enough to eat. What is it?
Yeah, just
That
don't
sign
think too
over there
hard about
says
that
it's the
one.
Chinese soup spring.
It's fine.
We're looking at a jumbo pot of soup.
This is where that irresistible soup was made, and my stomach's telling me I've gotta have some.
No slurping!
Yeah, come on, don't show him like
Don't you have any
manners.
No slimy tongues allowed in the soup.
What's the big deal? Is there a law against drinking soup around here?
As a matter of fact, there is.
Drinking this soup is strictly forbidden and you don't want to know the consequences.
That's baloney. It makes me
Wait,
want to have some of it even more. And
Were
you're
they not supposed to slurp the like broth? Is that what's going on? Is that why they're depowered? Wait, what?
I hope that's not a giant
Rapidly
fly
done,
seeing revenge.
Mummymon.
Oh, nice time for a swim.
Man, like, so far the worst part about this episode is just where it's placed.
Destiny Stone or it's a giant monster.
Okay, never mind. I guess this is plot relevant. I was gonna be like, yes, it's like a weird time to have like a filler episode, but I guess this does make sense.
I hope you're satisfied.
What the
now you ruined the
crap?
soup and the Destiny Stone.
What did you actually just do, Mummymon?
Not bad for a bunch of kids. It's a good thing the chef left broth.
Maybe so, but we added a special touch.
Yeah, everybody's hands went in the soup.
Tastes better that way.
Wait, what? Everyone's hands went? What the crap?
There's something strange about this soup, Cody.
Huh?
I have this weird feeling that we'll figure out how to DNA digivolve. Must be the MSG.
Wait, what? Huh. Oh, wait, does the soup have like holy powers or something, and that's why it depowered them? Because they're like evil Digimon? If so, that's kinda great.
Perfect turn of events. How lucky. Now the digital world will be my oyster. Now I need my black pearl.
Oh jeez, poor Mummy. Oh my god.
Final Destiny Stone.
I hope you came for this.
Okay, alright, that's pretty great.
Stop! Figures. Those nosy kids always show up at the wrong time.
Don't try it or we'll turn you into a heap of sardine cans.
You just never seem to learn your lesson, do you?
Obnoxious parasites. Show them what you're made of. Black War Greymon.
I don't need you to tell me.
Yeah, stop giving them orders, you idiots. Oh, there we go.
Cody,
They have
I think
proper
the time has
blast
come for us to
off,
put that big guy
finally.
away.
Yep.
I'm ready whenever you
Our
are.
Cainslove has
I am too.
officially
Let's let her
become
rip.
like Team
Save
Rocket.
some for me.
Oh my gosh. If only I had more water. Ugh. No, oh, I can't do it. It's such a long sequence.
Let's get him. I'm
There's... I have nothing to talk about. Man, if only I just had like just something nearby to grab and throw at the screen, or I know what I'm saying. I know where this gag is going. I know, you don't know. It's fine. Alright, yeah. Little frame rate attack. Go!
Ready?
Yeah, let's go.
Give it all you've got.
Is this just gonna... Oh my gosh, it just works. There was no arc there. It just worked. Wait, are you... Is this really how it happens? Because I remember that does happen, but I don't remember how. Oh. If this is how they take out Blackboard Brown for good, then this is gonna be really bad.
Guys, Shakuamon's a totally awesome Digimon. Black War Greymon's gonna have a major challenge on his hands. This is it.
Yeah, Darius is totally saying he's like a holy Digimon in this sub. I can feel it.
Will
Oh, well,
Shakuman
place
be able
to
defeat
be
Black War Greymon?
continued.
Don't miss the battle of the century on Digimon Digital Monsters.
Okay, sure. Like, I don't know why the heck they, like, handled it like that. I don't know if there's, like, context I'm missing or what, but it's like, the episode was just, like, hilarious and fantastic until, like, the end. Where it's just suddenly like, oh yeah, well, like, I think there's no dramatic moment, there's, like, no moment where his characters come to realize their differences or whatever. Like, Cody just lightened up a bit, and then it was just fine. Like, we never addressed TK's, like, PTSD with the darkness or whatever. We never addressed any of those fears. None of that was a factor. They just ate some soup, and then they just did it. That's effing awful. Holy crap. Other than that, it's like, all the stuff with the restaurant was just so good. Like, I love the effing, like, the gags and the poses in this, like, episode were just, like, so on point. Like, even for, like, all the goofy dub stuff, like, it was kinda working, you know? Like, I feel like this is exactly what I kind of want from Digimon. Like, I like this, like, more serious stuff and all that stuff, and, the bigger moments. Like, I do like the emotion and stuff. But it's like, I feel like at the same time, like, it is like a kid's show at the end of the day. And it's like, you kind of do need that, like, more whimsical element, because, like, that's where the fun of the show comes from, right? Like, just looking back at, like, like, the first season, like, Adventure, it's like, that was basically, like, the entire hook of the series, It's like, oh, this is, like, a crazy land full of nonsense and goofy characters, and yeah, let's just go out and, we're just gonna, like, explore around and see what the heck is out there, And yeah, it feels like we've not really been getting much of that this season, but, like, every time it just sort of shows up, it's just this really refreshing element, because it's like, between all these, like, moral issues that I don't really care about, it's like, the one thing that's just sort of, like, actually, like, really just sort of pleasant and entertaining, I think. I don't know if that says more about me or the show or whatever, but it's like, I don't know. Just sort of nice once in a while to have, like, a goofy, crazy, nothing episode where it's like, well, I guess it's a nothing episode, but it's like a goofy, crazy episode where it's like, oh yeah, we're just gonna go to this weird place and, oh, look at all these, crazy characters doing their whole thing. There's, like, some fun gags where it's like, I liked when Mummymon was freaking drowning in the holy soup. They just threw the effing rock at him. That was kinda great. But yeah, it's like, great episode until the last 5 minutes. Where it's like, oh, we actually have to, like, do the plot thing. And suddenly it's like, okay, well, because we wasted our time on dumb gags that were, like, super fun but kind of stupid, now we have no time for the actual plot. So, yeah, just evolution out of nowhere, I guess. Don't worry about it, just happens. It's like, I don't know what's up with this series and having, like, just really bad evolution episodes. Because it's like, it almost feels like they kind of forgot what, like, those evolution episodes in, like, Adventure were, like, even about. Because it's like, you look back, it's like, okay, like, every one of the original kids had, like, their whole, like, the episode where, like, they get champion is usually, like, all about that kid, and it's like, okay, like, what's your deal, like, what's your big trades, and, like, some, like, conflict with themselves that they have resolved that's, like, paralleled in the evolution, right? Like, this is all, like, basic storytelling stuff. So it's like, you get the big power-up, and it feels satisfying, because it's kind of, like, it's linked to the character, And, like, they get to their ultimates, and it's like, okay, like, each ultimate evolution is tied to, like, an actual, like, straight-up personality trait of that character. Except for, like, Kari, I guess, but yeah, that's fine. Like, Matt has an entire episode where he's, like, in this crazy situation, he's like, okay, like, what does friendship actually mean to me, and how do I become, like, a better friend? And he sort of, like, reconciles with that, and that's when he gets the power-up, it's like, it adds another layer of meaning to it. And I just sort of, like, it goes on through, like, pretty much everyone, like, one way or another, except for the Megas. Because, like, that is just sort of, like, like, whatever, we just have to do it, but it's like, by that point, we already knew, like, everything about, like, Ty and Matt and stuff, and it was fine enough, I think, it worked, because it was, like, we already had, like, all these other moments, so it's like, alright, yeah, I can let that slide or whatever. And yet to, like, Digimon 02, and it's like, okay, was the, like, episode where you get, like, the effing Flamedramon form all about? Well, it's like, it's about nothing. Davis just sort of finds an egg, and then he gets the form. It's like, okay, what's Rydramon? It's like, I guess Rydramon, you could argue, was like, it was about, like, Davis sort of, like, dealing with his confidence or whatever. And it's like, Submarimon kind of was about Cody becoming, like, reliable? Well, no, it really wasn't. Like, Submarimon was about Cody learning not to, like, he was bound learning that, like, sometimes you have to lie. Which is really stupid and just, like, a terrible conflict. At least that was a thing, though. And I'm trying to think back, and it's like, okay, Shurimon, that one worked really well. Like, that was all about, like, Yoli just, like, learning to, like, have, like, accept her feelings, and then, like, her outbursts were, like, a part of her. And, like, Halsamon was whatever. Halsamon Digimon meant nothing. It just got the objects. Effing, like, Nefertimon, like, Pegasusmon also just sort of meant nothing. So it's like, alright, we have a couple of episodes where it's like the form changes are actually, like, tied into the character arcs. But, like, that's not really a lot, is it? And, like, I guess you could argue Hildramon was about, like, Davis and Kin learning to work together. Like, that's at least sort of, like, implied to be a theme, but it wasn't, like, I don't feel like it was that well handled. And, like, Sylphimon it kinda worked. I don't know, like, them getting Sylphimon I feel like that was, like, deserved enough, but it wasn't exactly a great, like, like, a big character moment, right? And now we're like effing, Shikuyama, I think his name is. And it's just like, okay, well, I mean, we drunk some soup, and now I guess Cody's not, like, as stubborn, so he's just working with the whole destroying evil thing, I guess. I would not be surprised at all if, like, if there's, like, a lot of dubisms going on right now that was, like, like, screwing up the intent of this plotline. 'Cause, like, there has to be more to it than this. Like, it has to be, like, rephrased or something in the original. Like, I don't know, maybe it really is just that stupid in, like, both versions. But there has to be, like, some part of this where it's like, for, like, I would completely believe, I guess I'll phrase it like this, I'll completely believe if, like, someone would say to me that it's like, oh, hey, like, the dub version of, like, this episode was, like, the sub version of this episode was, like, all about how they, like, were discussing killing, like, Black War Greymon. And the dub was like, well, we can't mention Deth, so we have to cut that out or whatever. Because, like, that has been a thing before that they've censored. So I would be totally unsurprised if that was, like, a big factor here, you know? So, yeah, I guess that'll be it. You know, I guess I'll see you guys around, and yeah.